So we're back for round 3 of the group discussion. And I think we have 2 more questions left before it's all over.
Okay. Would you consider yourself homophobic?
No. That would mean that I'm like kind of against me.
Yeah.
No. I'm not really afraid of myself. Well, no, I'm pretty good.
So, you're comfortable with other people being gay then, as well? So
oh yeah.
you're kind of like that yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. What about you, Jackie?
No, definitely not homophobic.
No.
I don't like people who are either. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm being racist.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, I agree with Jackie. Not homophobic at all. Same thing as being racist. Why discriminate against someone because you're different, right? That's the same with picking on people who have diseases or learning disability. Well, same thing. Everyone's yeah.
I wouldn't say homophobic, but I don't like openly flamboyant gay males.
An interesting, it's sticking in my mind after class, or was it last time or the time before that, when we were doing this topic on homophobia, and Mr. Nellis brought up the point of, the men feeling like they're losing out on their masculinity. They're going to be labeled as being feminine, being feminine is such a horrible thing, which is very degrading towards women, right?
Yeah.
Because if a man doesn't want to be that, if that's a negative thing, right? So what does that say for us being women? It's a very feminist look on that, but in a way it kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Dave? What's so wrong about being a little feminine?
Nothing. But dressing up like a female.
Not every gay man though, or even flamboyant ones are.
Wearing makeup, or
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that gets more into people that are transgender.
Yeah.
That kind of do that. I mean, I'm sure there's men out there who do wear makeup and stuff, but I think, not every gay man does that, right?
No.
So then,
not.
Dave, if there was a gay man that was flamboyant in a very openly gay kind of way, but doesn't wear makeup or dress like a female, would that change things for you?
I guess it would depend on their opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm not really homophobic. I think that everyone can choose. I don't really know if being gay is a choice or the way that you're born, but I mean that is the way that they are, and I think that's okay. I think sometimes, depending on the situation, it might make you feel a little uncomfortable, but it's one of those things that you kind of accept it and just go with it, right? You see someone with a disability that you've never seen before. You're curious, but you're kind of uncomfortable at the same time, and you don't really know how to socially approach the situation.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that when I meet someone who's gay, because it's I got a million questions for you, but I don't
but I don't want to offend you.
Ask because I feel like it's socially inappropriate to be what's it like, or No, I mean, I'm not really homophobic. I think I'm more secretly curious and a little uncomfortable with anything.
Yeah.
Totally accepting.
Yeah.
I've had gay friends before. It's never fun.
What are your thoughts about if you're born gay or it happens later on in life? Because you were born gay, right?
Yeah.
Bisexual, sorry.
Yeah, pretty sure. I don't know, because I was raped before, if that had something to do with it. But I don't know.
Because you were so young, so.
Yeah.
Do you recall any other times that you were bisexual before you were raped?
Well, yeah, I guess I've always found women attractive too, right?
Yeah. That's just interesting, maybe, you were raped, and then because of that, Because I'm assuming you were raped by a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because you were raped by a man, then you like, subconsciously, you didn't want to be with a man, so then that kind of turned you on to women? Do you know what I mean? Like, because a man...
So you're all
you,
Freudian
like,
on me right now.
Okay.
I think maybe. Maybe. I don't know. After that happened, I kind of went a little sexual crazy because it felt like nothing anymore. Like,
Yeah.
well, shouldn't because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's nothing for that person to do that to me, then what is it for me to go and sleep around, right?
Yeah.
While we're going Freudian, I'd like to add, my grandfather was a homophobe
Okay.
and a racist.
Ooh. They kind of do fit a little hand in hand, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I grew up, like, dropping N-bombs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but that's how you're raised, right? I mean, unless you're told differently, you don't know.
So I think subconsciously that I was.
Yeah. I can see that, yeah.
So a little bit of that is just stuck in your...
Yeah, I definitely think that, like, even going to, like, a Catholic school and stuff, and, like, how, like, because, like, gays can't get married in the Catholic Church, right? So, since all of our friends are Catholic, and, like, all, like, parents and stuff, grandparents are Catholic, everyone's Catholic, it's just, like, I don't know, it's just something,
You're not supposed to do.
yeah.
You weren't even allowed to go with the same sex like that.
Yeah, like, you couldn't bring the same sex.
As like a date?
Yeah.
So if you couldn't find a guy to go with you,
Well,
they
if
can't
you
bring
knew
a
you were
friend.
gay, they'd be like, no, you can't do that.
What?
Yeah. They didn't even let the bachelor when she was 9.
What?
Gosh, I have a baby. But since she got pregnant in high school and stuff.
You go to grad because she...
What?
She was allowed to go.
That's like everyone said.
No, she was allowed to go. She just...
That's a big deal though.
Yeah, like when a girl got pregnant at our school,
Mm-hmm.
our school did make a big deal of it. And,
Can
like,
be an example of? Do you think that's really good for the person's...
but, I don't know, like, I don't feel like they made an example of her. And she was totally okay with being pregnant. Like, she's always wanted a big family. She's always been the one who wanted to have kids, like, since she was, like, 14. Like, I don't know. So, I don't think they made, like, an example of her, but since we're all Catholic, it was just like, ooh, you're not supposed to be having sex till you're married. Like, that's no, you don't do that. Like, ever since, first sense, it's like, when you get married, this is what's going to happen. Not when you go to high school and you get drunk, this is what's going to happen. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, they were always like, when you get married, you will have a baby. Like, you know? And even, like, my cousin, like, when she had her first sex ed talk, she was in grade 5, but she was kind of curious about it, like, before, like, how babies were made.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when she, like, her mom got pregnant with another baby. And we told her that it grew in the garden, because she was still, like, 3, so we didn't really want to. But she started asking, we were sitting on the beach one day, and this girl came, and she was pregnant, and she wanted to know how baby got there. And, I don't know, we kind of just, like, gave her the littlest amount of information we could that would just kind of, like, shut her up almost. Just enough to
Have her stop.
yeah, cause like
questions.
yeah, well, like she's 10, like she was only like 9 or 10 years old. We didn't want to tell her about sexual intercourse, like I don't know. And when she found out about that whole sex thing, she started to wonder what would happen if you got a baby before you were pregnant.
Yeah.
And
A baby before you're pregnant?
I mean, oh god, before you're married.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like how, like if you're not married, can you still have a baby?
Yeah.
And she like straight out came and asked us, what happens if I have a baby before I get married? And it's like one of those questions because it happens, but you don't want to like we didn't want to encourage it. I don't know, like we were kind of like, yeah, you can, but you want to try to wait till you're married, kind of thing. So I don't know, it's like it's such like a known topic. Like, teen pregnancies, like there's teen moms 16 and pregnant, like it's such a, and I don't know, like I feel like some kids nowadays they're 16 and they just want to have a baby because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
Do you really think that that's the way it is though?
I don't know. Just like, especially with like all the media attention, like all like the 16 and pregnant and teen mom, like everyone's like, ooh, show.
Looks like we're taking another pause, and